Hello, welcome to another meditation. My name is Sage and I work for the Oregon City Public Library. Today, our theme is fear. So we've kind of gone into this a few weeks ago and in previous meditations with the idea of ego death. But today, we're going to get a little bit deeper into following the fear. So the last one that I did on this topic was more about recognizing fear and placing it within our body or noticing kind of where it's coming from. But today we're going to take a fear and navigate through it, maybe kind of analyze it backwards until we can find a potential source. So this might be a lot. So we're gonna start small. And if you want to kind of take this a little bit deeper with maybe some bigger fears that are coming up for you, then I would highly suggest having someone or something to ground you afterward, like a hug or a warm bath or a song or a walk, just something so that you don't get to the source of a fear and then kind of stay stuck there. So this can be really helpful to kind of learn where things are coming from and be able to maybe move on from them. But of course, this is a practice, and mostly it's just about recognizing that. So let's go ahead and get started with just some breathing and some getting into our bodies. So find a comfy seat. Maybe bundle up if you're in a cold barn like I am. Bring your shoulders back and down, sit up tall. Find your breath. Listen to the sounds around you, taking in your environment. Sending that breath all the way into the belly. Notice where in your body might be holding on to a lot of tension. And if it feels okay, you can start to let that go. Maybe soften the jaw or the eyebrows, the shoulders, the hips. Good. And here, as you breathe into your belly, really recognize and connect with the belly, kind of the gut feeling. And this might be where you have a lot of sensation when we do bring up these fears. And keep in mind with this exercise that sometimes fears are ours. And sometimes we fear things because that fear has been placed onto us, whether it's from learning at a young age that your siblings or parents are afraid of spiders, so spiders are something to be feared. Or whether it's something maybe a little bit more primal feeling, even if it seems irrational. And of course, there is a lot of fear circulating through our world and our country right now. Take a deep breath You just feel that sensation. Release tension. And those bigger fears, especially the ones that might feel like a little bit less of our own control, we can save those for another day when we're feeling a little bit more grounded, if you'd like. If you prefer to write things down or to verbalize things, you're welcome to do this practice that way instead of just internal thinking. But we're going to start just by thinking of maybe something that has been bringing you a sense of fear or a sense of anxiety. Something not too big to start. Maybe a conversation with someone at work, or asking for a promotion or a raise, talking to a partner about something that might be difficult, or maybe admitting something else to yourself. Feeling like you're not enough of one thing. There are a lot of places we can start here, so take a moment just to kind of reflect on that, kind of see where your anxiety takes you. I know it's easy to go down a deeper rabbit hole, but we'll stay relatively surface level to start. Take another deep breath in. All right. So you have your fear. And give it a name. It can be like what you would name it as a file on your computer if you were storing it. The boss anxiety or something like that. We're going to open this fear with a breath in. And either writing or speaking or just thinking, you can say, I am afraid of, insert fear here. Because I am afraid of, because I am afraid of, because. So we're going to go kind of down the line. I am afraid of spiders. Here's an example. Because I'm afraid of getting bit. I'm afraid of getting bit by a spider because I'm afraid of getting a bug bite. I'm afraid of getting a bug bite because I'm afraid of knowing something was crawling on me. I'm afraid of something crawling on me because I'm afraid of something being in my space. And so forth. So we can break these fears down into simpler meanings. I'm afraid of asking for that raise because I'm afraid of the rejection. I'm afraid of the rejection because I'm afraid that I am not worth the raise. So continue to follow that down until you feel like you can't go any deeper. And here we can discover things that are potentially triggering for us. Maybe words or how we are afraid to be perceived by others. And there's power just in knowing that, right? We can hold on to that. Be aware. And when these little trickles of anxiety or fear do play a role in our lives, we can find its source. We can understand what that's really coming from. And we can validate that. So another example here is that I have done this practice a lot myself and have a kind of deeper fear of being perceived as dumb or unintelligent. And I can use this to validate those insecurities and those anxieties by reminding myself that those experiences that have made me feel that way have been inherently ableist from others, that I am placing ableism on myself, that I do not need to prove my intelligence to anyone, that I am okay how I am good how I am, I'm perfect how I am. Bring yourself back up from those original places, those sources of fear. Thank you so much for joining me today. Again, feel free to write these down or to talk about them with someone that you trust. If you have any questions about this, also feel free to comment, and I will try to get back to you because this is a very big topic. So thank you again for watching, and I will see you next time.